It's now time to install the gearbox to this Nissan Leaf electric motor. And I have created this adapter plate that you see here. And then I have created this coupler, and this is the rear part of a crankshaft from a 1.8 liters Volkswagen engine. And then I have just machined this and put the input shaft from the Nissan Leaf gearbox into this coupler here. So I will try to show you how it looks close up here. So here you can see the splines. And this bigger end here are one size from that shaft, and this end here are that smaller size of that shaft. So we actually have 3 steps inside of this piece here. And it's press fitting on everything. And then I have glued it together so it won't come loose. I hope it won't come loose anyway. So the future will tell. So this one now fits perfectly on this Nissan Leaf motor, of course. But that perfectly is not completely true because, well, we have some play in it here. And this is for me a big concern here because I don't want this to rattle around like this when I have a flywheel like this on it, because you probably can guess it yourself there that it can be pretty big forces if this isn't really well secured on this output shaft from this motor here. So my plan here is simply to use some Loctite. I have checked which one that will do the job here, and it's the part number 601 Loctite that will fill up gaps to 1/10 of a millimeter. And that's pretty much what we have here, so I think that it will be perfectly actually. And then I also have drilled a hole and threaded it with 8 millimeters threading, and I have done that just so I can secure everything when I have glued it in place. So this bolt and washer here are only to fix everything when I have glued it together here. So this will not hold anything because it's not strong enough. Simple as that. I will first of all clean the surfaces here. So all the splines here will be cleaned with brake clean, and then I will apply some Loctite on everything here. I just want to show you the play that I have here. So, I mean, this is not good at all. So luckily for me, I have a gearbox that don't need a front bearing on the input shaft. So let's take a look here. Here we have the input shaft of my gearbox, and many gearboxes have a bearing surface on this one that will go into the crankshaft. And luckily this gearbox don't have that, so this axle here is really fixed. We have 2 bearings inside of here that take care of this. If you have another gearbox that have this gearing in the front part of this input shaft, well, you will normally have a big play, and together with that play and the play in this, I'm pretty sure that you will have problems in the future. So maybe that will be okay if you just have a coupler like this and then have the splines directly hooked up to the gearbox here. But for me, when I am going to have this flywheel here, that is not good enough at all actually. So this is just too much play. You can hear it. So luckily for me, this is really fixed. And here is the Loctite that I am using for this application. We'll try to not have too much on here. I don't want it to go down in the ceiling here, so I am going to remove some of it. I actually think that I am going to fill it up when I have installed this, so I will apply it from this side later. But first I will try to get as much as possible on those splines in here before I put it on. And this is really messy, I know, but I try to do it so you can see it also. That's why it makes everything a little harder. I don't know, but it's something special with this smell from this Loctite here. I don't like it. So here we go, guys. Now we pray for the best. Clean it with some brake clean. And I will try to push this on. Yep, now it's in the bottom. And now I also will apply some drips. So I really fill this area up with Loctite. I'll try to show you here. Try to get all the bubbles out from there. Yeah, I think we are good there. I will also apply some Loctite. Oh, maybe that's stupid to do that now. I do that when everything have been hardened. So let's concentrate only at this coupler here. Okay. So now you can see that we have around 15 hundredths of a millimeter that we are out of through here. So let's go up to the highest point here. It's there. And now we are going to go low. There. Now we are down to 8 hundredths of a millimeter. So let's do this again, a little more. And try it there. Now it starts to be really close. So we're down to 4 hundredths of a millimeter. Yeah. So now I will tighten the bolt here a little more, and then I will do this again, the whole process here, just to make sure that we are in the middle all the time. And now we are way off again. The camera is shaking a lot. I will try to fix that. All right, let's do that again. We are around 8 hundredths of a millimeter out again here. So I now tried for a while here, and this is the closest to 0 that I can get. And it's 1.5 hundredths of a millimeter to 2 hundredths of a millimeter. And it's in the very outer end of this coupler here. So I cannot come closer than this. So I have to be satisfied with that, and this is now really tightened. I will try to tighten it one more time, or maybe it's better to leave it like this and let it harden for the night and come back tomorrow and install the rest of it. I think I have to do so. This video already starts to get pretty long, so I think that I might have to take this in 2 parts. I don't know, but let's see about that later. So, however, I am going to leave it like this, and hopefully this Loctite will be really hard tomorrow. All right, now I just have to wait so this Loctite will be securely hardened before I do anything else, because I might just mess everything up here if I don't wait now. So it's weekend, and this is as far as I can go right now. I maybe post a video for you guys later in this week as a following up video to this one here, so you don't have to wait to the weekend there. So don't forget to subscribe, then you will of course see me next time. Take care guys, and goodbye.